Welcome to Kaplack 11 News. I'm Andrew Lade.
And I'm Anna Marie Smith.
Tonight, we have a story about how human population impacts our planet's environment.
Reporting live on this developing story is Juliana Morgan in the Medina Square.
Good evening, Clevelanders. We are here with this scandalous story in Medina. Over the past century, human population has increased at an alarming rate. The baby boom following World War II in the 1950s and 60s has resulted in the birth of this population increase, pun intended. At about this time, children were considered assets. Families were very large to compensate for the workload a family faces. Since this time period, the population has only increased. The townspeople are outraged at this new information regarding human population.
Based on research, family sizes have significantly been decreasing.
So why is the population still increasing?
One, two, three! You know why I'm this strong? I drink true milk. Hi, welcome back. We left you with a very tough question. Why do you think the human population is still growing if the family's size is decreasing?
Well, I think people are living longer. Is this a test or something? I'm assuming, at least in America, is that people are living longer, and I don't know this for sure, but I'm assuming also that the infant mortality rate is a lot lower too, so more people get to adulthood, and then once they get there, they live longer, so we don't have the amount of people dying that we used to have. At least I think that's my brain's guess. I don't really know.
Okay, I don't know. It has something to do with exponential thingamajigs, math that I don't understand. But because like humans are, even if you have like two kids, if then they have two kids and it keeps going on, it'll still grow at a super fast rate, even if the family size is small, or something like that.
Well, there are 2 billion children on the earth at a time. Because these children are growing up and having their own children, the population is increasing. Here's Marissa on what most people don't know.
Thanks, Andrew. I'm here to inform the public on the facts about population growth that they need to know. Do you think in the future the population will continue to grow until the planet cannot sustain the number of humans on the planet?
Yes, I do, because there will be too many people in the future.
Well, personally, I think that there's enough land mass on the earth to sustain all the population, but I don't think there's going to be enough resources to...
I think the population will be able to be sustained over the course of time because I think age expectancy will eventually go down despite it going up currently, and I think that the resources are endless to an extent, and if the age expectancy goes down, we should be okay.
Well, the answer to this question is quite simple. Because 2 billion children exist on the planet at a time, those 2 billion children will have to grow up and have their small families. Because so many of these children exist because of the large size of families in the past, many small families will result from these children. Therefore, the population will increase until those 2 billion children die, and their small families continue that lineage, but won't have as many children, and the population will hit the maximum.
To go along with that fact, the baby boomers will also die, then decreasing the population because it is such a large group. We'll be back after this message.
Arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room.
Welcome back, Clevelanders. Today we have a special guest, Juliana. She's from the Cleveland Zoo, and she has a hippopotamus to share with us. Here she is.
Hi guys. This is Lucky the hippopotamus. His favorite pastimes include reading and hanging out with friends. He's a really nice guy.
May we pet him?
Yeah.
How can we stem population growth? We can encourage delayed marriage, which gives women a shorter time to give birth. We can have more medical facilities, which lowers the infant mortality rate. We can provide incentives for people to lower the population. We can spread awareness about population growth and how it is bad. We can empower women to let them know they're not just baby-making machines and they are important people in this world. We can eradicate poverty because children are considered assets and they need them to carry the workload, and they lose a lot of babies, so they need to make up for them by having more. We need to educate people so people will know the effects, and we need to have more developed countries so we can spread awareness.
Greetings. I'm the oldest of 9 children. I have 8 younger siblings.
Quality of life can impact family size because in some nations, children are still considered assets to the family.
In poor nations with little to no medical care or other amenities, families are very large to compensate for the workload the family has. Also, many countries have a high death rate in children. This drives parents to have more children to compensate for the ones that they lost.
So the American people may have many amenities that require the use of fossil fuels. This can harm the environment and atmosphere. Since the harming of the environment is still already an issue, what will happen when all of the underdeveloped nations want the same quality of life we have? The Earth will not be able to support that amount of energy usage.
Every country has some sort of environmental problem. Poor countries will deal with these issues differently and probably poorly.
Wealthier countries will have the money to search for better solutions.
We are going to go back to Juliana to interview high school students on their transportation to and from school.
Looking at Kaplack 11 News Twitter poll results, 73% of teenagers drive their own cars to school. And when asking about how many cars a family has in a household, 16% have 1 to 2 cars, 69% have 3 to 4 cars, and 15% have 5+ cars. And asking about siblings, 37% of families have a single person or single child, 47% of families have 2 to 3 children, and 11% have 4 to 6 children.
This proves that the wealthy nations use more energy than the poorer ones. Many students in other nations walk or bike to school. This use of cars can severely damage the environment. I'm Andrew Lade. Thanks for watching Kaplack 11 News.